Ihangutu be entost kratakata kus enguch ample kotarapra katuraste pregediste indus to koratakata. Oh God, bruise me with the light of your revelation. I listened to the ministry, a testimony of Catherine Kuhlman from Benny Hinn a couple of days ago. He spoke something that caught my interest.
But I'm going to tell you something. That anointing for dominion is scary and dangerous. Catherine Kuhlman experienced it only for the last 3 years of her life. And I saw it on her. Dear God, did I see it on her. I was there. Nobody had to tell me. I saw it. With my own eyes, I saw it.
Now, Catherine Kuhlman has been a minister for many years. Many years. But she stepped into the glory of the Spirit of God 3 years before she passed. 3 years was what was the only 3 years that I, Pastor John, would say she did ministry. The rest was nonsense. Do you know that there are men of God, preachers that have been doing ministry for 20 years that were never captured in Zion? I heard a story from Billy Graham before he passed on. Somebody asked him and said, if you were given the privilege to preach again, to come back to your youth, what would you do? He said, I would preach less. He said, I will preach maybe 10% and use 90 to 80% of my life in prayer and studying of scriptures. When a father could speak that way, so how many preachers do we have in the streets talking? Yes, they are talking revelation, but there's no glory. You know why? You can go and start talking revelation, but time to prove what you're saying, you can't prove it. Jesus never spoke revelation. His revelation was captured in bringing a dead man for 4 days out from the grave. That alone is an indisputable revelation. Show me a man that could ask for 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. He multiplied it and fed 5,000 men. We are talking nonsense, preaching with no power. Didn't Jesus says, go not to preach for me, wait until you receive dynamo? He didn't ask them to go and witness. He said, you will not be my witness until you receive power. Now, how many are witnessing Christ that have no power? You think power is headache got healed? Believe you shall be healed. Jesus never told anybody to believe to be healed. He healed everyone. When the woman with the issue of blood touched the hem of his garment, the blood dried up. That's power. Father, if you have given me only 10 people in this ministry, I'll be the most successful pastor in the world. I will not be deceived by crowd. I will not be deceived by the applauses of men. I will not be deceived by the acceptance of men. Oh, Father, help me to be focused. I don't seek the approval of men. Help me, Lord, to stay humble. Help me to stay broken. Help me, Lord. May my life be a blessing to many. If I have 10 years more to live, if I have 5 more, if I have 1 day, if I have 2 more years, if I have 2 more days, let it be that God used these days for his glory. Lord, bring me into the dining of the depths of your word. Father of spirits, grant me the 7 spirits of God, yea, the fullness of the Spirit, yea, the deep things of the Spirit. Nobody enters the frequencies, the electricity of Zion, and be the same. Your increase in the Spirit decreases your carnality.